Hey everyone, I'm Leanne Sinclair and I'm a doTerra wellness advocate. I'm so glad you found yourself here. Hopefully you are a participant or a hopeful participant in our oil study. And why do I love doTerra? I'm going to tell you 3 cool things about doTerra oils so that they'll help you understand the samples that you're receiving and why they're so amazing. First of all, 3 cool things. 1, they are natural. These oils are 100% pure. There's nothing added and nothing taken away. And at the bottom of every doTerra oil, there's a lot number on the bottles that you can check on our Source to You website and find out exactly what went into that bottle. They are sourced from plants that are grown in their native soil. They're not hydroponically grown. They're not created in some kind of factory somewhere. And we pay and treat our farmers really well so that we're making an impact wherever these oils are grown. So they are 100% pure and natural. There's no chemicals added in there, no synthetics. It's not what you're going to find at a random store where you might get a really low price because there's a bunch of fillers put in there. doTerra oils are completely natural, just what nature made and nothing more. They're also extremely potent. So 1 drop of oil, 1 drop of peppermint, for example, is the same potency as 28 cups of peppermint tea. So when you're getting these products, you don't have to use a whole lot of them to experience the amazing benefits that they offer. And I want to talk a little bit about why they're so effective. So if you think about how much you spend on your health care, for example, if somebody is sick in your family, you're going to go to the doctor, and if it's a virus, what do they do for you? Nothing. They tell you to go home and rest. They tell you to drink lots of water because most of our medicines are water-based. A virus gets inside your cell. So imagine this is the cell inside of your body, and the outside has a fatty membrane. Because it's a fat, it's a lipid, it's an oil, and so water doesn't go through very easily, right? The viruses are on the inside of your cell, and they replicate the DNA inside your cell. That's how they get you, and that's why the doctors really can't do a whole lot for you except for tell you to go home and rest. Essential oils are different because they're an oil. They can get into the center of that cell a little bit easier, and they can surround that virus, and then they can help extract it or kill it off. So oregano, for example, is a great fighter of viruses. If you get a bacterial infection, the doctors can give you a medication for that, right? But what's going to happen is you're going to pay to get your gas to get to the doctors. Then you're going to have to pay for your prescription. And even if you have 100% free health coverage, you're probably going to have some messed up gut stuff going on because now you've got overgrowth of yeast and now you've got to get some probiotics. And if you're a lady, you probably have to order some other things to take care of excess yeast in other places, unfortunately. So 1 trip to the doctor for that antibiotic is going to cost you time from work, gas, potential copays, potential prescriptions, and you're still not necessarily solving the problem. And if you are, you're getting other problems. Our oils are effective in treating about 80% of your healthcare needs at a fraction of the cost. So 1 drop of oil is about 8 cents. And most bottles, the 15 milliliters, have 255 drops of oil. So they're really, really cost-effective remedies. Something like an ear infection takes a total of, I think it's 6 drops, and you're placing right around the outside edge of your ear. And that can do the same thing as if you were to go to the doctor. But now it costs you something like 64 cents. So definitely natural and effective products. They're 100% pure, like I said, pure and potent. And they're safe for everyone. So those are really the 3 cool facts. They're 100% pure and potent. We have the only company with 100% transparency that you can go to that Source to You website, see exactly what's in your bottle, and our oils are derived from native lands. So these plants are not grown somewhere else, and it's really just distilled from the rind Oils, there's nothing added, nothing taken away. So they're the best kind out there to get. So instead of treating all the symptoms, we are going to the root cause and trying to treat at the cellular level with a lipid base that can actually get into your cells. There are 3 ways that you can use the oils. The first is aromatic. If you've ever gone to have a surgery, and we are not suggesting that we get rid of Western medicine altogether. Sometimes we just need the doctor and their remedies. So if you've ever gone to have a surgery, what's the first thing they're going to do to sedate you? Most often they're going to give you a mask, right? And you're going to inhale the medicine that's the sedative. It's because our brains are really triggered by this olfactory nerve right here. If you were to pinch the tip of your nose, you would feel it right there. It's something that immediately impacts your limbic system. Your limbic system is responsible for your emotions, for your state of alert and relaxation, and it controls a lot in your body without your brain having to process it in other ways. So when you smell that gas and you breathe it in, you immediately relax and you fall asleep. Most people can't even count to 10, right? We fall asleep by the time we're at 3. Our essential oils aromatically work the same way. So if you've ever walked into your house and you smelled vanilla cookies baking, it might bring you back to a childhood memory of someone you loved baking cookies. And then you automatically relax and melt. It's the same idea. You can see my diffuser in the background. We love it because for my family, it was a way to help us regulate our emotions, and for our oldest son, who likes to be kind of a leader and sometimes would get really tense when he couldn't be in control of situations, we started to diffuse oils for him, and it immediately triggered a response that was relaxed and calm. It's amazing for helping clear up the air, to purify the air. So our citrus oils will actually clean the air that you're breathing. Because it's natural and plant-based, you're not putting more toxins into the air in the environment around you. You're actually cleaning out the air. And of course, it's going to have the ability to increase your energy and your mood if you want to. You could use something citrusy. We have a lot of motivating blends, but it can also calm you down and help you focus. Our adaptive blend is amazing for that. At bedtime, we like to use Breathe because it opens up our airways, and my oldest son, Phoenix, has asthma. He doesn't wake up coughing with it. It's really quite incredible how much it opens up our airways when we're sick and also helps calm you. So aromatic is our first way of using these oils. Our second way is topically. So one of my favorites for topical is Digest Zen. I first learned about this when I was running with a good friend, and I have 2 chronic pain conditions that impact my abdomen, so I've never liked anybody touching my stomach. The first is interstitial cystitis. It's basically arthritis in my bladder. And the second is IBS, or spastic colon. So from a very early age, I've been treated for these things, and I never liked the way that prescription medicines impacted me. When I was recently diagnosed with IC, I was experiencing a lot of blood in my urine and a lot of pain. Even drinking a cup of water could send me into labor pain. And it was pretty bad. But I've discovered since then that I can't oftentimes take the medicines that doctors offer. There's only one for IC that's FDA approved, and I was starting to have irregular heart rates, which were obviously not good. So I'm running with a friend after I've kind of calmed down my IC, and she tells me about this Digest Zen. It's an oil that smells amazing. I was very skeptical at first, and I was used to a very expensive prescription I could rub on my stomach. So one day I didn't have my prescription, and I was having labor pain in my classroom, which is not fun. I took out my little oil, I rubbed it on my belly, and within minutes, honestly, I felt better. And I thought, nah, this can't be, right? And my students were like, oh, what smells so good? And I'm like, I just had to use a little essential oil. But they all love the smell of it, and I couldn't believe how much better I felt. I've since shared this with many, many people who have all had the same reaction. So topically, we can rub the oils onto our skin. Our skin is our top layer, obviously, of our body, and it keeps things out that shouldn't be in our bodies, but it can also absorb really great things for us, or the toxins if we choose to use toxic chemicals, which I used most of my life before I knew any better. The bottom of our feet are extremely porous, and it's like a straw, right? And they suck up anything good that you put on the bottom of your feet. So a lot of times if my sons have a fever or one of us is achy in our body in anywhere, any place, we use reflexology mats and we rub on the oils on the bottom of our feet to experience a great impact there. You can rub it onto your arms, wherever. There's some great practices. Aromatic dressing is a really neat one. It can relieve tension. You can put it on your pressure points. Ooh, and I forgot to tell you, you can diffuse in the palms of your hands. So there's back to the aromatic. All you have to do is rub, breathe in through your nose, and you'll get the same benefit as if you have a diffuser. And then the last way that you can use the oils is internally. So that same oil, Digest Zen, is something that I will put into my water. And if I'm really upset with my stomach, it just immediately tames that pain. You can use citrus oils to help detox and clear out your system, to give you more energy, to encourage you to drink water. Peppermint in a protein shake is fabulous. It's very energizing. You can actually feel it go through your body. I love it. So the three main ways to use our oils are aromatic, which could be in a diffuser in your hands, or in a diffuser like this. You can even put it on cotton swabs and stick it in the vents of your car. You can buy little diffusers that you can use in your car. They connect to your USB. I love those. They're great for long drives when you think you might get sleepy. You could bring an energizing oil. Topically, you can put it in your lotions. You can use it in your shampoo. You can rub it onto the tense muscles behind your ears. I put it in my skincare. It's been making a major difference for me. I have a lot of mixed skin troubles. So it's been helping with my acne, and I feel better with my wrinkles as I age when I use it in my skincare. And then the last one is internally. So you can actually put it in your food at the end of a shrimp scampi. Throw some lemon on top. It's amazing. You just need a tiny little bit. And you're still getting a lot of these beautiful health benefits from these plant-based oils. So think about it. We all love to eat a salad because it's healthy, right? We know it's going to give our body the nutrients we need. We all love to take vitamins because we know that they're going to fill in the gaps of our nutrition. We know that we like to blend up spinach if you can sneak it into your smoothie. Imagine 1 drop of oil being the same amount as 28 cups of peppermint tea. The potency is really going to make a big impact. So as long as you are using these products, you're going to receive a benefit. And I would just say, I can't wait to hear how you like things. And please at any time let me know if there are questions that you have. Welcome to our beautiful oils with DoTerra, and welcome to the study. Have a great day, everybody.